just talking with Byron. Talk about him and his improvement so far this spring from what you saw in the fall.
Well, the main thing Jared has done is changed his body. I mean, he came in 345, 350, whatever it was. He couldn't move, and so he's changed his body so he is now able to do the things that we ask him to do. And he eats better, feels better about himself. He's doing a good job for us right now. He's made tremendous improvement. But yep, he just came in too heavy. Of course, that's when you go after a JUCO guy. If they're 3 for 3, that's always an advantage. And he was a 3 for 3. Usually it takes a year to teach him. And we took last season to teach him. Now he's got 2 seasons left playing for Gamecocks.
Do you admire a guy who can make that kind of a commitment to change your body like that?
Sure. I mean, I have trouble doing it. I mean, I admire somebody whenever they can be disciplined enough to, to push away from the dinner table and do a little bit extra work. And he's done a great job. He really has. He's got to continue. It's an ongoing procedure for him because he knows that, that extra piece of bacon or whatever can mean the difference in not performing well and performing well.
He said you were you offered the words of encouragement. Can you share those words on what they might have been?
No, I probably don't even share those.
Just seeing.
I just thought, he was dealing with a lot of life issues. I mean, because where he was headed, he was headed to 400 pounds probably in another couple of years, and I mean that's not healthy for anybody. So not only for football, but for his, healthy lifestyle. That was good for him.
What are you seeing out of him this spring that you didn't see last fall? What can he do specifically that he couldn't do before?
Move. He was just too big. He was bound. I mean, he couldn't even bend over and touch his toes. And now, I mean, he's got good flexibility, and I mean, he's made tremendous improvement. He's made 312 today, and so that's a good weight for him.
How's Corey Robinson? How's his move coming over from the line? How's that going?
Oh, it'll be a long process with him, and he has athletic ability. He can run, he can jump, he can bend, he can do everything you want him to do. He's just got to be pushed, and playing defense is something that's more reactionary, and I think that may lend itself to his development.
Why didn't it work for Kenny Davis?
Competition, and we had some guys that they played better, and that happens. And you always try to out-recruit the guys you got on your team, and some guys that come in and they were better, they perform better, and that happens all the time. It's not an indictment on Kenny. Kenny's going over the offense now. He's going to give it a shot. See, the Kenny has some experience. We need help on the offensive line now. A guy like Corey Robinson, I don't need him right now. So he's a developmental guy, so you put him on defense. Now I got a chance to develop him, see what he can be. But offense, I mean, we need some guys right now because we're a little thin.
How about the D tackle spot alongside Travian? What's the state of that right now? You got Aldrich, you got Kelsey, I guess you got Brian Jarrett. How many guys? You got a lot of guys compete for that.
We got a lot of competition right now, and they see it and they know it. The ability to compete is the one thing you can never judge. In recruiting, they know it, and they're all in there together, fighting for playing time for next season. And I told them at the end of this spring there'll be a pecking order, kind of where I'm going to look at guys next preseason. And of course, it can change in preseason too. And I've always done, you're a poor practice or poor game away from getting dropped on the depth chart.
Have you seen the progress out of Devin Taylor this spring?
Yeah, he's getting better and better.
How about Melvin?
Melvin is the one I think has made a tremendous improvement from the season to now. I mean, he's starting to get it. And so, and of course, he plays inside for us in passing situations and outside in first and second down. So, Melvin will be a key factor for us next fall.
You've talked about Chaz Sutton's motor. Where is that at now? Does he seem to be getting what you're teaching?
He's got to learn to flip his hips and pass rush right now. He struggles with that a little bit, and he should be able to do it because he's flexible. And I got to teach him better and get him to do that stuff. But Chaz should be fine.
I think you spent some time after the season with Cliff Matthews preparing him for the NFL. What do you see for him in the future?
For Cliff?
Yeah.
I see a bright future for him. I told a scout called me last night. He's a good friend of mine, and he was talking about him. I said he's the best person that I've ever coached. I mean, it's when you talk about just a person. He's a fantastic player, but I mean all the intangibles. I mean, it's you wish they all were like him. Unfortunately, they're not. And we got good kids, in our group right now, but I mean, he is what an outstanding individual.
You feel you have somebody who can step in and take, like Travian, can take the leadership role that he showed both on and off the field?
Yeah, you know, and Travian showed leadership skills last year. And I'm pushing a guy like Melvin to do that. And, you know, Devin is not going to vocally do it, and I'm not going to try to put a square peg in a round hole. But you know, you hope Devin can, in some way, but that's just not his nature. And Devin is the guy that wants to work behind a computer all day. And one day, that's him. He'll do a great job. Probably make a bunch of money out of it.
Good deal. Thanks, Coach.